What is up, lads? It's CM9 here. We're back to winning ways, lads. 2-1 over Aston Villa after 2 losses against Man City and West Ham, respectively. We are back getting the wins that we deserve. We got a win at Stamford Bridge at last. Thank you. Thank you. A home win. I can't even begin to tell you how brilliant it is to actually watch Chelsea win at home. Thank you. Thank you. I was sitting in my chair watching the game thinking, where the hell has this terrorising Chelsea team at home, where has it gone? Where has it gone? Just literally a team that had that ilk, had that presence to terrorise defences, being too soft on teams. And, well, we got the win today. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy with the win. You know, a win is a win. By the way, before I go on any further, John Terry in the dugout in the Villa, because he's working for Aston Villa now as the assistant boss. Really good to see him back. Much respect to him. Chelsea fans, lots of banners in the stands. Captain, leader, legend. John Terry, we always respect you as a guy, as a former Chelsea player. I hope you come back as an ambassador one day. I hope you come back as a coach one day. You know, maybe work with Lampard in the future. I would love to see that. But, you know, John Terry in the dugout seemed a little bit weird, but it is what it is. And, well, the result, 2-1. A win is a win. It's not pretty, but it's a win. At the end of the day, it's 3 points. So, anyway, we need to talk about the game. So, this game was based on 2 completely different halves. The first half was absolutely poor. Now, yes, Tammy Abraham got the goal that we needed to go 1-0 up, and it was a great header. Fantastic header. But everything in between that. We dominated the first 20 minutes of that game, but then suddenly, as soon as we get the goal, we start to relax a little bit too much. We let the opposition get into the game, string a few passes together, give themselves a few chances. And I hate to say this, but there's that one instance where Aston Villa equalised, literally pretty much on the stroke of half time, was when it's just basic defending errors. We need to sort out this back line. I don't know what we have to do it, but the communication is so poor. I don't know how Lampard does this, but he needs to somehow sort it out. Whether it's speeding up Rudiger's recovery from injury or do something. We need somebody to instruct that back four. And I said this in the last video in the defeat to West Ham. I said it. Rudiger is the best guy to deal with communication. Because Christensen, Zuma, Azpilicueta, Reece James, 4 good defenders, but they lack communication. Now, okay, we've got Azpilicueta, and you think, you know, Azpi has been there for a while. He's got good communication skills. I don't know. Not when he's playing at left back. If he's playing at centre back, maybe. But no, I think we need to speed Rudiger's recovery up or do something. Bring somebody in to sort out the communication. And I'm sorry to go off at a tangent, but the point I'm trying to make is Aston Villa's equaliser. When Aston Villa's fullback had plenty of space to cross the ball in, the ball comes in. We've got 4 defenders and a goalkeeper to deal with that cross. Whether you mark somebody to prevent the guy from getting into contact with the ball, or you put yourself in a position to head the ball out, or volley it out, or whatever you do, get the ball away from the goal. Not one of those defenders, not one of them, sees one guy ghosting in the penalty box to meet that cross, fumbles the ball with either his knee or his shin, and it literally just rolls in to the bottom corner. It's literally basic defending situation. If the ball comes in, you have to deal with it. You have to make sure that the guy that's making the run does not get in contact with the ball. They didn't do that and they conceded a goal. And at half time, you know, at 1-1, everyone was like thinking, where's this Chelsea team? What happened to the Chelsea team that teams feared playing against at Stamford Bridge? And this same team dominated defences. Top quality passing, top quality direct passing, fantastic striker up front to shield the ball, turn on the defender and score goals. Where has all that been? Too soft. Way too soft. We're not taking our chances. We can't defend. I don't know what's happened to this relentless Chelsea team. However, Lampard did it right this time. He did it right in the second half because I don't know what Lampard said to the players in the dressing room, but in that second half, we were so much better. The passing was better. The relentlessness was better. The cohesion was better. Distribution of the ball was better. And we took a chance. And Mason Mount, what a volley. What a volley for that goal. It was literally outside the box. I think it was Tammy Abraham that headed it towards him or chested it towards him. Mason Mount, first time, volleyed it straight into the top corner. Fantastic finish. 2-1. And yeah, the only problems we had in that second half was that We had loads of chances to make it 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. We just didn't take them. And this is the problem that I've got with this team right now, is that we need to be taking our chances. It's okay that we won 2-1 today, and I'm pretty happy because a win is a win. But when you look at the chances that we had, Pulisic with a chance, Willian with tons of chances, Abraham, Mason Mount, we've had loads of chances on goal, but we're just not taking them. And, well, if this was against another top quality team, we wouldn't be getting any goals today, I'm afraid, to have to say it. But let's not be too negative about today, because today was an important win, because this was on the back of 2 losses, and, well, we needed to get a win today. But Lampard, good team talk at half-time, got the players into gear, and we started progressing, which was a good thing. Unfortunate as well, by the way, was that Tammy Abraham, again, had to go off with an injury. I don't know what it was. I think it was his shin or his foot had to come off. Michy Batshuayi had to replace him in the last 10 minutes. Let's just talk about the team that played today. So we had Kepa in goal, Reece James, Christensen, Kurt Zouma and Azpilicueta in our back four, N'Golo Kante, Mateo Kovacic in our midfield. Jorginho got rested. Then we had Willian, Mason Mount and Christian Pulisic in our front three, and then Tammy Abraham up front. Now then, let's talk about players. Reece James had a good game. First half, I felt that he had a few defensive errors that he had. There was one instance where he passed the ball back and he almost gave it to the Villa player went on to score. But yeah, those small little mishaps in defence to his game. Reece James wasn't perfect, but he, going forward and putting crosses in, I thought his crosses should have been a little bit better. But Reece James had a good game. Christensen and Zouma, again, good defensively in terms of the second half. Second half, we were better in defence. First half, we were poor. Again, just basic errors. But when you look at Christensen and Zouma, they're 2 good quality defenders. There's not enough communication, as I said. We need to get Rudiger fit. That's the most important thing. Azpilicueta was also good as well. Just Azpilicueta being Azpilicueta. Kante and Kovacic in the middle. Now, Kante was alright. Kovacic and Kante, all round a good midfield partnership. Especially in the first half, it just showed that we lacked the passing capability. I don't know if it was because Jorginho wasn't there, because I think Jorginho is more of a regista. Kante and Kovacic, when I look at them, they're good midfielders and they can pass well, but I don't see either of them as a regista. I don't see either of them as a utility for players to give the ball to. I thought in the second half especially, the first half they were very, very iffy, but in the second half I thought they were a lot better. Kovacic especially was pretty damn good on the ball, I thought. N'Golo Kante, again, really upped his game in the second half. Let's talk about Willian, Mount and Pulisic. Now, Mason Mount, poor first half. Really poor first half. But in the second half, he improved massively. Massive improvement in the second half. First half, though, he wasn't there. He wasn't there at all. It looked as if he'd come back from a lengthy spell from injury and got put into the team and got told to do what you can do. And he didn't really do much in the first half. But second half, much better performance. Got involved more and passed more. Well, he got a goal in the second half, so I'm not going to take that away from him. So Mason Mount, poor first half, really improved the second half. Willian. I'll tell you what, it gets harder and harder to talk about Willian, because Willian is just so frustrating. He's so frustrating, and I'll tell you why. I don't know what's more annoying. Him crossing the ball and not beating the first man. Or whenever he gets the ball and he's got an opportunity to beat the man, to get to the byline and cross it. No, he doesn't do that. Instead, he just holds on to the ball and moves it and passes the ball back. I hate it when he does that. It's so frustrating to watch. It's infuriating. He's got plenty of space to either pass the ball forward or run to the ball and beat the man and cross the ball. But no, instead he just plays it back and just slows the game down. He does it every time, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Christian Pulisic, I thought he had a very good game. He definitely deserved to go on the score sheet today, to be honest with you, because he had chances in the second half, and I have to say he should have taken one. He should have taken one of those chances, I think. I think he had 1, 2, 3 chances in the second half that he should have put away. You know, he was there, he was available, he just didn't get on the score sheet. But he was available, he was useful in the second half. So I'm not going to take that away from him. Tammy Abraham, great goal in the first half. Second half, it was pretty wasteful. There was one chance where, I kid you not, he should have scored it. when Willian, I have to say, when I said about Willian being wasteful and slowing the game down, he did have his moments where he put the ball into Abraham. And Abraham received the ball from Willian and he completely missed his shot. This was a Morata kind of shot. You know, when he gets the ball played into him, it gets a good amount of space to think about his shot, put it into the bottom corner, and he misses it. This is exactly what Morata used to do when he was at Chelsea. He'd have plenty of space to think about the shot, and he hits it and it goes wide. There were a few times in that second half that that Tammy Abraham had, and he missed it. But I'm not going to take that first half goal away from him. That was perfectly positioned, headed the ball into the net, perfect goal. Unfortunately, Tammy Abraham came off with an injury. I think it was to do with his leg or something. I really hope it's not serious. I mean, we're lucky to even have him on the pitch tonight because of the fact that he got an injury in the last game, and we were all hoping he would, hoping in vain that he would start tonight, but he did. He didn't finish the game though. Batshuayi came on for the rest of the game. But no, I think today was a good win. A win is a win. Should have taken our chances. We should have won maybe 3 or 4-1 going into that last few moments of the game. First half was poor. Really, really poor. We've got to sort out our defence. We've got to make sure that we get Rudiger back fit, because the problem is we have in our defence is we have a lack of communication, and it leads to sloppy goals that we just give away because, you know, we're just not being able to pick up somebody who's running into the penalty box when we've got 4 guys in the box and we're not picking him up. We're not picking up the guy who's just going to meet up with the cross and then just direct the ball in. We can't let that happen, because like I said, if this was up against a decent side, it would happen every single time, and you know, it's very frustrating to watch that. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below. Very, very pleased to get a win today. We're back to winning ways. I don't know if it means we're further up the table. We've just got to keep winning, guys, with these games. I think our next game is against Everton away, so that's going to be pretty damn hard. Look, I know Everton are on a rough patch, but, you know, Everton away is always very difficult for us. It always has been. Last year, we lost 2-0, and, well, Everton were at a bad patch there as well. So I don't even care if Everton are at a bad patch. We have to go into games like this where we have to play it like it's a final. When you think about it, Chelsea right now are not the best team in Europe. We're not the best team in England. We've just got to take every game as a difficult game, regardless of how bad the opposition's form is at that time. Because last season, we went up against Everton away and they beat us 2-0. So I don't even care how bad Everton's form is. We've got to make sure that we get that win. Because if we lose again, I don't know, it's going to be quite difficult. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Check out all of my social media links in the description down below. Check out my Twitter and my gaming channel, of course, Chris Marder Games, if you're into gaming, and all the rest of it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Until the next one, I shall see you later. Head on, and peace.